Well, hello, Leo. I hope you're doing amazing. So, this is going to be your general reading for mid July to the end of July. I hope I'm finding you in good spirits. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you need a private reading, I also do those. Links in the description box below, or you can go to that website up there. There's plenty of things to look at. And there's also testimonials there as well if you need them. Also, your love story reading for this time it should be up by now. At the end of the video, it'll be right here. So you can just click on that. So we're going to jump right in. I feel like I'm missing something that I wanted to say to you, but... Okay, so Spirit, what do you have for Leo for mid-July to the end of July? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of? For Leo, mid-July to the end of July. With this card, Leo, I feel like you're moving forward in your life. You've had some ins and some ups and downs, right? But you're moving forward with the idea of making a situation better, possibly healing a relationship and things like that. But I feel like you have a really positive mindset about your life. So I really don't feel like you're putting up with any crap or anything like that with anyone. I just feel like you have more of a growth mentality when it comes to your life during this time, okay? And because of that, it's bringing in more positivity to your life, positive energy, positive situations. The key is to want more and expect more from the people and situations around you and not settling for anything less than that. Okay? I feel like you're learning definitely during this time how other people fit in your life and how you fit in theirs and how to work in that energy. Okay? Yeah, because I feel like, you know, it's that understanding that people are in your life for a reason. You know, everyone's here to teach you something, whether you want to learn the lesson or not. It's there to help you and to help you move forward. Positive mindset is the key here, though. Overall energy, we have the medicine bag for this time, and that is about healing. But what's interesting about the medicine bag is it's healing that comes from within your situation, within you, right? So it's not something that's coming from your environment. It's already there. You're just learning how to deal with it. You're learning to use the tools that you already have in your life and using those to move forward, to heal yourself, your situation, your energy. And love, we have dance. So for your love life, Leo, it just means that you're starting to be more positive. You know, everybody's in your life for a reason. Even if it's not perfect, you're just living kind of like in the present moment and experiencing what it is that you're supposed to experience. It's like having your head connected to, or your mind or your third eye connected to spirit as you walk through. You have 2 spirit cards, okay? So it's just like you're getting a higher understanding. Spiritual energy, we have, you've been training for this for lifetimes, exactly. You've gone through some ups and downs, Leo, okay? And those ups and downs have made you stronger. And it's like you have all the tools you need to deal with what you're dealing with, you know. I'm also hearing this message about not changing a person or a situation. That's not the key. The key is not for it to change. The key is for you to either accept it or leave it, okay? And that's what you're starting to understand. everything is like coming to a head or coming to a point. Moving forward in your abundance, we have I create harmony. And that's about you living in the present moment and finding balance in what it is that you have now. That's what's really going to help you move forward, Leo. Okay? So we're going to get into your tarot cards. See what Spirit has for you. Actually, I'm going to leave that there. Spirit, what do you have for Leo? Mid-July to the end of July. What would you like for Leo to know? Mid-July to the end of July. We have the Ten of Wands. Absolutely. We have Judgment. The Three of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Cups. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Hangman. And the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles, and then underneath, let's see, we have the Ten of Cups, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay. In the past, you've been extremely patient with your situation, your life. And it's almost like, I feel like you let somebody else take control to see what they would do. And then you eventually had to take control. I feel like you did this to nurture yourself. You did this because you were listening to your intuition. They're telling me like it was just time for that to happen. It's kind of like releasing. You were like, I'm about to release this into the universe at this point because there's nothing that I can do. During that time by yourself, though, I feel like you came to a lot of realizations. You closed a lot of things out as far as your thought process, and all you knew is that you wanted to be happy, right? So I do feel like a lot of you probably went back to see what was left there or what could possibly come out of this situation, if anything. But your mindset now is just about being happy, you know? Being happy, having a positive outcome, and kind of doing what you have to do to make that positive outcome a reality. So with the Four of Pentacles here, during this time, Leo, I feel like you're holding on to what it is that you have. You're not really adamant about leaving anything behind at this moment. You're deciding to work on it. You know, it's kind of like I have foundations here. At one time it made me very happy. It could be making me happy now, and in the aspect that it's doing the best that it can, or they are doing the best that they can. But I want to try to see what's here, but you know, before I fully let things go. And it could be that you're not actually ready to let things go, Leo. Okay, so we start off here with the Ten of Wands, and the thing with that Ten of Wands is this whole situation has been a burden. It has been heavy. You've taken on a lot of responsibility to make things work, hoping for a change in the future, or wanting there to be a change, or like waiting for Spirit to come in and give you some sort of sign or some sort of message, right? But even during that time, I still feel like you were working on yourself, whether you knew it or not. The universe was just creating situations where, you know, you were building a stronger you, or a stronger mindset and things like that, kind of building up your own independence and feeling good about yourself. You may have had some time to yourself to really cultivate or like kind of be in that energy. So I feel like there's a choice, but it's not a choice. It's like a sign. Even through all the responsibilities and you keeping things together, because you still have a drive towards your life, like whatever it is that you were doing. You know that there has to be a change. Okay, there has to be an evaluation. You're kind of confused on where that's going to take you. Like, it's like whatever decision I make, it's going to take me down a path, and I need to be sure that I'm ready and willing to go down that path when I make that choice. Okay, a lot of you are debating whether or not to leave someone, to separate from a job, but more, it feels like separating from the energy of trying to maintain something, or trying to transform us, like staying in a situation that's a heavy burden and trying to transform it. It's like, should I leave it alone? Should I separate from this? Should I separate from the idea? What is that, right? But just here in this top row, I feel like you want to know. You want to be completely sure of the move that you're making. I feel like you're trying to listen to the communication subconsciously and inwardly, like your intuition and also what's going on around you, to make that decision of how you want to express or how you want to move forward. Okay, so there does come a change, Leo, during this time. So it feels like the burden is lifted from you, and you feel a little bit more confident about your choice, because I feel like you're going to make a choice, but you feel more confident about the choices, even though there are lots of directions you could go in. I feel like you decide to make a sacrifice for yourself, to do something that would be best for you. And you feel confident about that after a time of not feeling confident. It's just like, I want more, and how can I get more? Even though you're underlying worried about the decisions that you're making, but you also know that you have to make a decision. And most of you are, it's different for all of you, I'm going to be honest. Because I feel like you're either going to leave a person or a job or situation behind, or leave the idea of confusion behind. It's one of the two. But you have to make that decision on your own with the Judgment card. But it also means that whatever choice you make, this is the choice that you're going to be holding on to. This is the choice that you're going to be doing for now on, or moving forward. But at the end of the month, I feel like you're extremely confident, because it's all based on your happiness. It's all based on you wanting to be happy, you wanting more, and letting confusion and uncertainty go in your life. And you know that there will have to be some sacrifices. So because there are lots of decisions, because there is lots of decisions, there are things that you're going to have to leave behind. I don't feel like you're privy, I think is the word. Like, you're not, you know that that's a thing that you have to do. It's not a question. You know that you're going to have to leave it behind. I just heard some of you are definitely letting someone go. It's like, you know, it's the right thing to do. You know that it's the sacrifice that you have to make. It's just time. It's like it's time for that to happen. And you realize that there are lots of options, or lots of different ways to do things. And it's about finding balance in your life. They're pointing at the medicine bag, so it's something you already knew that eventually you would have to do, but now you're like doing it for your own happiness. There is a little bit of worry. It's interesting because I feel like there's worry about the other person. It could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. but there's worry about the other person. But also, it's time for you to make stability for yourself instead of carrying the burdens or the baggage of this old situation. I also feel for some of you that there are other options, but you have to let go of the past to get to these other options. There's one person that you just can't seem to mentally let go of, I think. Yeah, you're realizing that you're holding on to your past or holding on to this old issue isn't getting you anywhere. You're holding on to that being your idea of happiness or the place that you can find happiness, which necessarily doesn't make that true. And I feel like there's a lot of problems with you making that happen, but you're trying to look past it because that's where you feel like your emotions are at the time, you know? Judgment. Okay, so Leo, it's time for you to see that your power is being taken away in this situation. So it's like you're making choices that take your power away. Okay, they don't make you feel very confident. The person you're with may not make you feel very confident, but it's almost like you're trying to ignore that for the sake of there being emotion there. And how maybe you got along in the past or how things were in the past. So it's ironic because you want to move forward, but it's holding you back. And it's time for you to like create or ruffle the feathers in that situation, like to change it. Especially if someone isn't giving you the attention that you deserve and you're just stuck on trying to make that happen. It's time for change there. Yeah, this is you letting go. It's almost a knowing, you know, spiritually, mentally, however you reason it out, that it's time to release something. It's time for you to see the heaviness that it gives you. It's like you impulsively want to hold on to something or do something because it's something that you have done before. It feels comfortable in a way. But it's time for you to leave that situation behind and move forward. There could be a new love situation, okay, that you want to nurture. Honestly. Some of you need to leave behind the idea, there it is. Some of you need to leave behind the idea that nurturing this relationship or keeping it afloat is going to make this rekindle or come back. It's time for you to look forward towards new love. I feel like you intuitively know that as well. You know, that new love is out there for you. But you have a weakness for trying to hold on to this or heal this situation for victory. Okay? But I feel like there's other people out there for you. Other situations out there for you. The will. Yeah. This is you perceiving that they're saying nature, the universe, is trying to bring in new energy. Change your direction. Expand your mind. Okay? To find other like-minded individuals. They're bringing friends or more positive people in your life. So you can pay attention to the fact that there's more out in the world for you that makes you happy besides this that you're holding on to. This could be a new person, friends, family, colleagues. Also, ironically, for some of you, it could be the person that you're trying to hold on to. Just gradually trying to guide you to a place of happiness. You know, like they're saying we can be friends and you're taking it to a whole nother level. But really it's for your betterment. Yeah, be careful that your mind isn't taking you down the wrong road. You know, that make sure that you're not going backwards. It's about moving forward. They keep telling me that you have lots of options. You just need to see. It's like you need to lift your head up and see all the different options out in the world. They don't have to be right in front of your face, you know? But the world is a vast place. Lots of different things for you. Holding on to the old is just having fear of that change. All you're focusing on now is the fact that you feel disoriented from what you want. Like maybe you felt like you had a happy family and you're dejected from that energy. But it's time for you to go through your grieving process, your emotional distress, your regrets about the situation, and move forward into transformation. Because there's so many options, you know. Don't let fear hold you back either, or be in an illusion that, you know, you need to wait or something of that nature. So then we have the King of Swords. That's all about knowing. But I feel like you have someone in your life, friends, family, or even that person, that's trying to guide you towards being more balanced. This could be messages as well that you need to perceive here. It's like you don't need to resist the changes. There's no need for you to resist the changes. They're here to help you find balance. Yeah, so don't take every connection or even this person talking to you as them trying to fall back in love with you. It's important for you to change your perspective about the communication that's coming in. For some of you, there's someone new coming into your life and you don't need to jump all in with them right now. It's just not time. Let it grow is what I'm getting, okay? Just give it some time. 9 of Pentacles. They said building confidence. Yes. This is you putting all of your knowledge, all of your newfound independence, self-reliance to work for you. So you can start a new cycle and end the one in the past. Yeah, let go of the things that hold you back. Remember that you are the powerful entity here. You created that stability that you have within yourself, even if it's a little bit. You created that. Why would you want to give that up or give that to someone else? Changing your perspective is the key here. Be careful about craving something so bad that you take bad risks, okay? You want to keep what you have and you don't want to give up that power too soon. It's what they're telling me. You don't want to make any miscalculations. You want to make sure that you're thinking clearly. Because there's worry and fear, possibly of being alone, of looming disasters, of carrying on more responsibility. You start and you end. with that same energy. You don't want to go back there. It's just a reminder. But I feel like you're worried that you will. So don't hold on too tight to anything. This is a time of healing. You have everything you need. And just go with the flow. There may be some issues. So what they're telling me is there may be some issues. You may feel as though that burden or that hole that you have is like being filled or not being filled. Be careful of not filling it with negativity, okay? You're trying to work towards a better future. You want abundance and value in your life. You want to feel confident. You don't want to be dependent on a person or a situation, so you're learning how to do that within yourself. So be careful, even if there are other people trying to get your attention, be careful about using that to fill a space just to be happy. Because basically what you're doing, Leo, is you're transmuting this same energy onto someone else. So during this time, this is healing energy. You don't want to go from here to here and create the same burdens. Okay? So we're going to end this reading with 3 cards for you to either journal with or meditate on during this time. For those of you who know by now, I'm very into journaling and meditation. It's very good for you to connect with your intuition, your spirit guides, to open up the channels of communication, knowing of oneself, if you will. So your first question, I realized I didn't have the other camera on. What makes me feel proud of myself? If I could change one thing in my life, what would I change and why? And what would I like to stop worrying about? What steps can I take to let go of the worry? Those are your 3 cards. Choose as you will. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to check out your love story reading. And I will talk to you later. I love you so much. Bye-bye.